Mm.
Welcome back to another week of Word of Mouth, talking mental health, relationships, career advice, etc., etc. Y'all know the deal. Like and subscribe to the channel. Link down below if you need any career advice, just any advice in general. Just email us. Also, link down below to our website for hats and other merchandise, etc., etc. So let's get into it this week. This week we'll be talking about Kevin Hart and his view and take on generational wealth and financial literacy. Now, y'all may ask, like, how does this pertain to mental health and all that? But financial literacy and generational wealth, not to say it alleviates all problems, but when you don't have to worry about where your next meal coming from or living check to check, where you can take a vacation once, twice, maybe even three times a year, it can promote a happiness or wellness about yourself that you may not have had before. So I'm going to play the video and then we'll dive into it.
Holes, cobblestone. I feel that in today's time, what people are most selfish with is information. Nobody wants to give information. You got to ask for it. If you ask for it, then all right, maybe I'll tell you some stuff, but it's a search and find.
You mean real good
information? Information about how to get to success. That's the want from everybody across the board on some level.
Right.
Okay, everybody's success is different. This doesn't mean fame and stars. I'm not talking about that level of success for everything. I'm saying whatever your version of success is, to get to it, information from someone that's done it or that's partaken in it in some degree will only add to the value of your journey. It's only going to make it easier. It's not to say that you got to do what they said, but with that information, you're able to process it, maybe use it, maybe not.
Right.
But you got it.
Right.
That's what I wanted to do. I said, yo, I got a life.
So yeah, that's the beginning part of it. And I have to completely agree with him 100% that people are selfish with information, at least from my experience in dealing with people. And also from my experience, y'all may not like this, but the people who have been the most selfish with information when it came to dealing with me were black women. Don't get me wrong, there are some black women who have done some great things and helped me out in a lot of ways and given me information and done things. On the other side of that, there's been a lot who won't give me information or feel like I owe them things or felt entitled to things that I had going on, and or just didn't help out the same way I helped them. And don't get me wrong, nobody's obligated to help you in any type of capacity, but at the same time, it's like, if we're in this together, we're trying to strive and move forward together. What is it to give me a little information here and there? Like, I'll give you an example. I remember this young woman I was talking to on Twitter. Never had no issues or beef or back and forth. I'm not gonna say we were friends, but it seemed like we were amicable. Was talking about doing a photo shoot with her for her line or what she had going on. We had connective communication. Like, we was contacting and really about to get into it and whatnot. And I remember seeing her comment something about an embroidery machine. Asked her about it. These are embroidered. All this is embroidered. So I was like, hey, what can you tell me about the machine? She said, my consolation hours are between 9 to 5. Consolation? I'm just asking about the machine. Like, how do you feel like I'm asking anything specific beyond that? So, and I was like, well, okay, no issue. I waited off. I said, well, at least tell me the name of the machine and I can go research it myself if you feel like that's consultation. I can't tell how I feel. Didn't want to provide the name of a machine. She said, my consolation fee is etc. etc. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, you really about to act like this over the name of a machine? Like, and it didn't. And what bothered me the most about it was, this is the same person who's always talking about black power, black wealth, helping each other out, etc., etc. But you're about to charge me who knows how much just to get the name of a machine. I didn't actually how to use it. I don't need your help how to use it. I didn't need any of that. I just needed the name of the what's it called of the machine. So I was like, you couldn't do that for me. Another young lady on Twitter. When I say every other day she's asking for advice from somebody, she's asking for like general advice and people help her out. And I remember asking her about a stock one time, or maybe asking about like, some marketing thing or stock, and she wouldn't provide the information back. And I'm like, and I thought it was bizarre that she wouldn't provide the information back. But when I was flirting with her, it was okay. When it seemed like I was interested in her, it was okay. So ultimately, I didn't even know how to take that back then, but it was like, as growing and understanding is like, some people really don't feel the need to help anybody who's not helping them in any type of capacity. Some people don't feel the need to pass on knowledge and information for whatever reason, even if it's not hurting them to do it, unless there's a interest in them. And from my perspective, unless I showed an interest in a woman, like I was interested in dating her or that, a lot of them would not help me, or like I couldn't just treat them like a business deal or career move or just on an amicable level. I had to show an interest in them beyond that, and it was like, why? It's just a simple question. I still don't understand it. Probably gonna ask one of my professors about it and see what happens with that. But let's continue in the video.
I got a hell of a life that I've lived, full of ups, downs, potholes, cobblestone, speed bumps, flat road, U-turns, some smack brick walls that I ran into, some revolving doors of back and forth. And through it all, my mental has only gotten better because I feel like I've been in the mental gym, the mental fitness that coincides with life. It should get better. You should get wiser. You should get smarter. You should be able to make better decisions. And all of my decisions came from the massive amount of fuck ups. And I can now share those fuck ups. I can now share the rights and the wrongs and the way that I handle all of the things that I've done. And people can just take that information and go, "Wow, I never looked at it like that." With Sal, I had a talk with Chase, like
Yeah, that's what's bizarre to me about that. Like, why are people so against sharing information, against moving the generation forward or moving a person forward? Why does it have to come with all these caveats and things? And from a Kevin Hart perspective, he just tell you, nah, don't do this, nah, don't do that. I don't see why helping somebody in the regards of just passing on information comes with a price tag. And some like, now if you helping somebody build a whole business, a whole brand, and you're like day in and day out helping them, cool. But simple questions, it shouldn't take all that. And to tie this all into like mental health and wellness and therapy, you have some humility about the position you're in and the position you got to. Because you wasn't always there. Somebody helped you get there, whether you want to believe it or not. Like maybe it wasn't family members, maybe it was a mentor, a professor, some friends. Somebody helped you get to the position you were in. So don't toot your nose up at somebody else help wanting that same information or same type of help. It's not nobody saying you have to exhaust your time into them. And if somebody was a total prick to you, I could completely understand it. But some people are so like act like they're so above all that they can't help other people, and that's just the craziest thing to me in the world. But like and subscribe to our channel. Link down below.